Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, the apostles, and then the great minister of the well. Peace and blessings here from around the world that push this truth before corners in you, right? And one or two sins here, for the listen. Right? Once again, we come out here to do what? To prophesy. You know, to edify the sheep, to speak of prophecy, but also to uncover the veils. Because really and truly, as for the whole week, I keep seeing constant damnable heresies over and over, men touching on different things. Even since last week, we was talking about it, about men talking about the new covenant. You understand? I see men talking about women leaders, all kind of garbage. And that is to show you Esau is not the only problem out here. You understand? We own the scripture say what not all of Israel is of Israel. And they say what so does the harlot hate the virtuous woman, and so darkness is against light. And we represent what? We represent light. Right? And that is why we come out here to prophesy these things and also to teach about the errors of the people. Now you see,
I was asking you to see that because I see the errors of the people. And you know, I saw a video, so I posted a video about a guy talking about the Bible is misogynistic, right? You know they love to use that word. You know, that is a big word right now, being misogynistic, you know? And he was saying Paul was misogynistic, and Paul, you know, all of us, Paul hurt these guys' feelings, you know? Every week, somebody have a problem with the writings of Paul. Every single week, you know, and now Paul become the enemy. You understand? As the brother said, there's so much of damnable heresies, right? And I see the errors of these people, and they're teaching people those ways. Because the video itself had like how much views, you know, people in the comments all the time. You know, people in the comments all thank you for bringing this out. The Bible is reading this and that and all this other stuff. You know? As the brother said, that is what we're literally seeing right now. Right?
You say that piece of paper. I'm going to talk after this one. That piece of paper is 1 Corinthians 2. Around 12 something. It's John 3. I'll start from verse 17, right? It says, and power, it says, sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Right? And we know that world will go and be saved is Israel. But on this side is the elect of Israel who will be saved. Right? The rest of them, they get wiped out. Because this is the kind of shit that they're talking about. Right? So men try to defend the ball. You understand? Like in a time like now, you see like properties happening, you want the argument to come out to make us to defend the ball. You men need a missile.
See, and all these things, we remember the kind of mentality, Jacob, you know, that kind of simple kind of mentality, you know, like I was watching there are situations happening where I think it's the weekend here. This celebrity, I just saw it pop up, and I was just reading some of the stuff. I'm just reading some of it so I could do a video most likely on it, right? And it was literally just two celebrities arguing, a man and a woman, right? And the woman was pregnant, and she supposed to say she had sex with another man, right? While she was pregnant, right? Yeah. And now rather it be true or not, she could just be saying it to hurt she child father, because she, you know, in this world, when a man have a next birth, instead of cheating, right? She could just be saying that. But nonetheless, even though it was said or not, or done or not, it's still an evil act, right? And when I think about it, is that it's the state that you see the mindset, you see that people, because it had majority of people was actually agreeing with us. And people was like, what do you mean? What is it doing? What you doing right? You know, like you literally pregnant and you're having sex with another man. And you see, that's the next thing too. I heard some men in the comment saying, yeah, you know, she could do this, and some men was making it. Some men was that some of the men was restraining it and saying, so what have a problem with what she did, and what I do have a problem with what her baby daddy did. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's too, and that is the thing. That is how deceived these people is, and how they see that Esau make them believe man and woman is the same. They're the same attributes. They're the same anatomy. They're the same every single thing. It don't work so. That is not when that is come like the man now calling the Bible misogynistic. Why? Because he believed man and woman is the same. Or they're the same level of the same, same thing now. Which is just again, just the dominant heresies. Or the scripture say, no, a woman shall come fast.
If I could say, you look at the concept of something like even if you was to think that well, it was the same, it's still wrong. Why? Because scripture say what? Render no man evil for evil. So if you really believe that the person did something wrong by doing that, you go in and render evil to them and making you a good person.
Exactly.
You understand? So either way, that is show how lost this place is. They just use these principles to justify their wickedness, really and truly. So they don't care about virtue.
So now also ask, they believe in the concept of right and evil unto evil, right? But they don't want Esau pay. They want Esau their salvation.
I agree.
That makes sense. When you think about it, that makes sense. But again, I just show you how heavy the curse is. That they will hate the brother and they will love the wicked. You understand? Not to render that evil unto the brother, but hey, unto Esau, nah, they deserve salvation.
The father is devil.
Yeah, the father is devil. Right, but you know.
This one way I was saying, right, pertaining to the damnable heresies that are being taught as doctrine, because I see that being taught as doctrine, you know, where they believe that a man having another woman or another wife is sin, is that it's cheating, but we know there's no such thing as cheating in the Bible. And this woman decided to respond by making herself a harlot. When she's pregnant and she decides to have another man enter her and even deposit seed.
Which really actually she always was. She doesn't use that as justification to execute the action.
Yeah.
She always was.
You know that the scripture always say every man's way is right in his own eyes, but to paraphrase it. This Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and 6 to coincide with what he said, people was agreeing with what she did. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should power be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands? And then we be read, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai angry at these people here today. He had enough. Because the kind of things they put in forward and they put in his name and his seal of approval on it. The Lord had great respect to his holy name. He not want to sit by and they just say what they want.
You see, what they fail to realize is that let's bring on scripture right here.
I also say, when you look at it, right? Majority of the times, when you may see that any kind of contention or contest towards something, this is what this is always the main topic.
Yeah.
You don't bring the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, you don't bring none of them things. This is always the main topic that they want to dispute. They doesn't dispute any other. And never I see them use the Book of the Dead and say, yeah, what's going on? I could be an adulteress. The Book of the Dead says so. Or the Book of the Dead say, not suppose there's never. There's always this book. Because they know. You understand? This book resonates with their spirit. That is why the be so cut. The scripture say what they say, it's sharper than a two-edged sword. You understand? This is cut them into the heart. That is why anything that this book say, it is taken personal.
Because you know, remember, like, and even now, you see, now that there's basis of the reason why plenty of them, you know, also is because literally they don't even believe the Bible is not even being used. And we just always mention that. Years ago, they go to like 15 years ago, which is a short period of time, right? You know, the way of time flying is literally a short period of time. 15 years ago, you see some people holding the words of the Lord high. They might not hold it as high, but they still at a reverent state. You understand? No, they literally don't care, right? They don't care. Now it's like a joke to them. They go on the TikTok and they make mockery of the word of the Lord. You understand? That is why they can make videos about Paul being muscle with the stick and the Bible is like I saw a video. I did a video upon that, right? I saw a post, right? With somebody saying, you know, like if you read the Bible, it's such a good story, a fairy tale. You know, because he calling the words of the Lord a fairy tale, right? You know, it's like a good read. You know, they believe it. What you trying to say is like an anime. You understand? A fairy tale thing, right?
It's not a book. It's not a book to base your life on principles upon.
Yeah.
It's just something nice to read.
Nice something to read, and there is a state that the people like you know. back in the days, you just see people walking with the Bible, you know, have it in their hand, walking, so forth. They might hear somebody quote a scripture. No, you ask somebody to quote something, they can't even do it. No, you ask them to mention a scripture, they can't. You understand? Because it literally, it's gone. It's gone. You believe in the words of the Lord, gone. You know? That's why every single thing that the wicked say they believe, they eat it up. They run with it. They make it seem like if it's true. Let me bring the script here. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 15. Because this is something about the sinners, right? And this is something what happened to all, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 3. You see, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds of the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to take, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. And that's what will happen to all. You understand? Or they ain't going to get away. As the brother say, or they feel, you know, they're going to continue to sin and so forth. Nothing will happen to you. Nah, that's what the things appointed to come to destroy. As it say what? It say the sword to slay, the dogs to tame, because when on the field they're going to escape. And you know the first thing when animals and eat them up, you know the first thing that's going to shake mouth. Lord, save me. God. You know, that is what they want to mention. But on a common day, when they God, you feel them have time to mention the Lord? Nah.
You know reaction, oh God. And then something happens, first thing, oh God.
Yeah. The first thing after them, they be
first reaction.
That come like this make my laugh the other day. Atheists say it's an atheist say well atheist means that they don't believe in God, right? But something happened, you was like, oh my God, and a man was like, wait, hold on, you're not atheist? You understand? That is to show you that when something happened to them, the first thought is to run straight back to the Lord. That's like that is we help. Right? But it's just to show you that even though they don't believe or they stray away, you know, or they scoff or they scorn, at the end of the day, you'll come straight back to the Lord for help.
When men wax fat.
Yeah. And that's what. And that is why when they really provoke and so forth, that's what the Lord say, when they call, I will not hear. You understand? He will not hear because when he wanted all to hear, or they didn't listen at all. Now it's time to face the consequences for your actions. And that's why I'm only going to face that for you. All the time when you see the eyes will pray, you know, and the things will continue because I know on TikTok, but I saw usually majority of the stuff on TikTok that's end up on Twitter and these places, right? And I saw a trend now where they make a mockery of us. You know, it's a trend now to make mockery of us, right? Not all our judgment to receive for that. You understand? That them kind of stuff now is a you know, the things that we teach you the so-called want to debunk it, they want to expose us, don't do all that stuff. With a judgment to receive for that.
Every idol need, a lot of them, you will be doing the evil, they'll be doing the wickedness and see that not happen to them and because they sentence against the evil is not expedient. So they name they see nothing happen to them, so they continue in this. I mean, they gold face, making mockery, spoken and prophets, and these things.
And that is what the scripture says, they will think themselves to be in a good state. You understand? Because nothing can happen to them. They're comfortable, they comfort. Just like the other day, the people who wasn't for it's so easy to select. You look at Isaiah, we talk about he was sending tempest on them and so forth. Right? What so easy it was that they was comfortable in the home. And then the home covered with water. You understand?
I watch it and we so-called Black Kuchi have a man dancing. If you saw them just flying and taking anybody, we're dead. You know? So that precept we bring us in the Jeremiah 15, 3 and 3.
Yeah. Bring back here. Say another point over them 4 kinds of the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
They the Lord judgment. Right? Scripture saying, there are some people in the city. Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord has not done it? They know the Lord is not by the judgment. They know the Lord don't make himself look by the judgment. Scripture says,
It is by flame.
Ezekiel 39 and verse 17, he said, Thou son of man, thus said the Lord God, speak unto every feathered fowl, unto every beast of the field, assemble yourself and come, gather yourself on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you.
even a great sacrifice upon the mountain of Israel.
There are some birds, like when they're attacking something, they just pick out your eyes.
I don't know why all them birds just go for that green effect with shine the glass.
I remember seeing a video of bird that one that the other day, literally fly,
and then she had to pull
and
it
the
out.
woman hold, literally,
I see that.
instance,
Yeah, I see
pull
that.
the woman whole eye out. You see how that look? Pull out the woman. Imagine you select 10 of them birds.
It's judgmental. What?
You know when the Lord Spirit upon these beasts, it's going to be terrible.
And jeepers creepers shit.
Just last night I was watching the flooding in Florida, and there was a guy trapped in his car,
Yeah.
begging and praying to the Lord, Lord, if you get me out of this, I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that. And he literally seeing water in the car, water raising up to the car. You see it like a raging river. He just said, okay, Lord, if you help me get out of this, I wouldn't tell my baby mother this, I wouldn't do that. And like, I sure prior to that, you probably scoffed, you probably mocked the prophet, whatever. There's Isaiah 32 verse 6 and 7. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
You look at that, right? Let us show you, any man who not of the Lord is going to take part in some corruption. You understand? Because if you're not righteous, you're wicked.
Yeah.
And if you're wicked, you're going to be doing corruption. You understand? So you ain't going to be trying to, like the scriptures talk about, don't neglect the poor and the widow and the fatherless. You're not going to be doing that shit. You understand? You're going to be tormenting people. You're going to be looking for your own being. You're going to be doing anything that corrupt to make it in this society, or to make yourself be comfortable.
You understand? And we understand the things that they set forth as well according to them. That Jake just fought and said, they fought, they just go with it. Jake whole belief right now is just running off of Esau. The whole belief system, the way they think, the way they operate and so forth, is everything is Esau. You understand? The way Jake speaking right now is because Esau put that in them. That's why it's about joke, a running joke right now. They say the FBI win. And the reason why men is mentioning the FBI win is because the way how they acting now is because that is what the FBI put out into the communities, you know, in the ghettos and so forth. And Jake just believe that they just know they're wicked and they're whatever they put like the galaxy gas and drugs and pills and so forth. Where the guy from? Rich, if they just read just so no. Who make them? Yeah, who make them? The things what they're saying, you know, the things what they're speaking against the Bible and so forth. Jake, Israel never used to say that. But you see, there's not a big increase now because why? They get the confidence from Esau to do these things.
You bring that last week, you say, I just give you so is this for
When I look at it, just say, so gated structure, can't be no side was behind me. So a man like that, and when they learn from that, they will be against all the power. And you see that today with Jake.
You see them today. So that way they get confidence, like for example, like in Jake, I tell you, I see that's something before it. With them talking about the van, Paul being messed up in a stiff and so Jake can learn that word just so. The scriptures talk about Jake being foolish. You understand? When you see Israel using those kind of words, who was using it first before that? It was Esau. They put all that. You understand? They put all that belief that a woman has to be the same level of a man and so forth and so on. They make the words like misogynistic and what's in them, they like use that word misogyny. Someone they bring on the feminists and all these other things. Jake was never in that. But they in it to the fact where they're on a higher level than Esau in it right now. Yeah. So till now they're just literally the only people that you see talking about misogyny and all this other stuff is Jake.
It's Jake, yeah.
The whole debate, the whole podcast conversations is about a woman being equal to a man and all these things. It makes no sense. 50-50 and all this other madness I want to talk about.
Foolishness.
They see the mind so far away from the Lord. You understand? And then when somebody brings the script, like the girl, remember the situation, I'm sure the girl who was working in one of them Home Depot, one place in America, and she take a selfie, and but she beautiful. So she selfie take a big impact and sort of go all over, then people sort of post it. But when people on the page, what she is do is she is read the Bible. So she have videos where she read the Bible and thing, and she disagree with certain things. And when they do come to the page, it was like, watch how wicked she is, they really see beauty, there's thing and all this other thing and so forth. And all the girl doing all the girls doing is reading a scripture from the Bible or posting a scripture. She believes in the Bible now, right? And that straight away the millions of fans she once had, you know, or once that was coming. I just show you how far away these people are from the word and from the Lord, that it offends them. You understand?
This is why any sentence and life, they will try to stamp it up. Now she may not have been understanding the Bible the right way, reading from the right teacher. But the mere fact that you're reading from this book is so hated, you know, it shows somewhat a difference in her that the rest of the world gather, nah, we can't have that.
All because let's remember, they don't say you say it like that, but all because remember she gave? Yeah. All because I should say they have a Simon and according to knowledge, right? But you also remember about that story is this. They see she beauty and they love it. But when as she reading the scriptures, they start to hate she. You understand? That is how heavy it is. It is so complaining. That common person that goes so normal. No. You imagine a million followers coming, right? And when they reach it, when they do see a page, you read the scriptures and thing. And then that million people go on because of the word. Because of the word. Let's just show you how evil and wicked these people are. Yeah. Now you think about it.
Like I say, and that show you. Remember, they say what they say. Priest of Bible, they say, we saw if you were of the world, you will love the soul.
Yeah.
You understand? Remember, when usually nowadays you see a real pretty woman, she on Instagram. When you go on she page, you want to see some flash.
Yeah.
You understand? You expect to see a little underwear, a little butt pic, you know, that nice little curve. They probably told her because she was nice.
Yeah,
she looking. When they go here, you see the same thing. But
They
they ain't getting what I want from the page. I see you talking about virtues, so I don't know you ain't going and strip down. You understand? We're not going and say things that we like to hear. You understand? So they would be against her because she's not corresponding with what it is they desire for.
And that's so heavy because just yesterday, a fella shared a post with that girl. She said the post and the girl just she posted a picture. We should start making these pictures more comfortable. And that's literally she posted, she got out there, right? And the man was like, just imagine, back in my days, we had to go to war to get something like that. You understand? Now you see it free. You know? And that's the next thing too with the girl too, because it offer she like need to adhere to social body more, and she was like, nah. This is who she is. She doesn't know, she doesn't know, especially see. And there is something rare you would even find, especially women.
Yep.
You understand?
What's out is Africa.
Yeah. You understand?
At least if you need to survive, man, you can still understand. But with a free holler, you just like, yo, what's that trash?
Deuteronomy 2:7. The instruments of the church are evil. He devised, wicked devices, to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right.
Even when the needy speak it right.
A kind to that same situation when I was talking about it. How she lose that fan base because she was reading from the scriptures.
They don't got time for that.
Yeah. Because Esau didn't have no problem we read from the Bible back then when we didn't understand it. Now that we understand it, he realized, hey, he had to get this out of the way.
No, it will be more again, and more. It will be more thing because remember they were everybody and they one order.
Yeah.
You know, one belief. So if it's still a man that's still preaching and so forth, we drive with that, they're trying to get rid of that.
Get rid of them.
One world religion.
Yeah, one world religion.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up in John, right? John 3, I'll read verse 18.
Yeah.
John 3 verse 18, right? They say, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh. And we see it that now. Now I mean, before you open your mouth, as I mean, could say, come already. That is why they can talk about all these damnable things, because they don't believe. Because when you believe in the name of the Lord, you're also going the vibration, everything that goes with it. It's not just the name and that's it. The name is like the header. You know, like you go in KFC, you see the header KFC, and then when you walk in KFC, you see fried chicken, you see fries. Yeah. You understand? Everything comes under that name. And that is why men doesn't want to profess that name or be under the vibration of that name, because they don't want to comply with what goes along with it. You understand? And due to that, they condemn. You understand? The Lord tell them what? They say you shall die in your sins because you don't believe that. Let's paraphrase it. So in verse 19 they say, and this is the condemnation that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light because they
Because of what?
because they
That is the thing. Men do love the light because it's simple enough. When you hear we say all the wicked, it's because we know. We know. Just by the way all the move, all the act and so forth. That is what it is. All the evil, all the love, wickedness.
you know by the fruit.
Yeah. You know? Go on.
Jakes hate to be ostracized. They hate to be singled out. Jake in this pipe-like mentality where if the crowd going this way, that means it's right.
That means right.
So, as the scripture says, you are not of this world, before the world would love his own. Jake don't want to be hated of all men for the gospel's sake and for the name of Yahushua. I mean, when you check it, I alone had to stand against, we said the whole Trinidad had 1 point something million people. Jake don't want to be that one only righteous among a nation because the hardship you have to face and you have to endure. Jake don't have the stomach to even go a day without Wi-Fi.
Especially not modern day.
And modern day,
Yeah.
a day without Wi-Fi. And Jake's like you want to dead. Imagine you have to stand up for 20, 30 years alone fighting for the truth. Like we had the brother Kusha. Yeah, the oldest man by himself for a good long while. Think about that. You having to go out there every time day in, day out to do the work to stand up for righteousness and truth. And everybody watching you like you're crazy. They calling your name, who laughing. You tell you, but you find something better to do with your time, you know?
That test of faith.
That's a test of faith. These men hold their honor.
See, but you know now, but to them it's like again, that is what the scriptures talk about. They love that evil, they love wickedness because you know what they would rather sign up to do? They rather sign up to get a marshal ticket. You know they rather sign up to go and do? They rather go online and to go and watch cricket. You know what they sign up to go and do? They will walk from Grandy to Arima to celebrate Juve. You know? You understand? That is the things that the mindset is. Yeah, but
When I game going and drop and you release.
yeah,
Man, there's
Camp,
there's
bro.
the 20 big axe camp. Bring piss bucket, all kind of thing for like 2-3 days.
But I read the whole thing everywhere because some people might not understand that level because they don't do that again.
Yeah, online and thing, yeah.
But what the brother say was true. You know? That is what the people love. They love evil. You understand? They love evil. Because the deeds wicked.
So they are treasures.
What?
Okay, so where your treasure is there your heart will be also. So that's where you go put your energy. Where is your treasure?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. You see these people mindset, the whole belief system is not upon the Lord. You understand? It's upon something else. That is why when this place fails, they won't see them. They're going to be lost. You know, when this place can't help them no more. You see, when they can't go to the streets comfortable, when they can't go a party, because that goes on need love. Come on, you see, first they go to Jake mine because we can't go online by a bar. We can't go affect it. So that was the whole thing about it. They didn't want the only reason why Jake wanted to buy the place open is they wanted a party. See when they can't do that, you understand? And when you party, you see it's a party, and people come and tell because they're hungry and you look like food. You understand? That is when all they're going to the seriousness and that is when all they call upon the Lord. But no, they don't want to hear that. You understand? They only pass or they score for, they do all the videos or they score for, they comment, score for, everything for, they score for, no wickedness. Judgment that they be received.
All these fools don't realize when you do it unto the prophets of the Lord, it's to the Lord you're doing it. That's how the Lord view it, is directly to Him.
I think if they had understood, they would.
Yeah.
That's why the eyes had to be down.
You don't go and work for Esau. Matter of fact, you don't get paid from Esau for free. So we make you feel that worshiping the Lord and getting the service of the Lord, you feel like you can get that free. You gotta work for that. You understand? Yeah, all they want to pay no work and all they want to receive that. No. That's something all they want to receive. You understand? But that's something only going to receive, and it's not that. No?
That reminds me that Jake said the whole face.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
the
saying.
thing.
Just in Proverbs 28 and verse 9. He that turn away from him,
Bring
even
inspiration.
spread. Huh?
I will bring it. That's the script.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Again, right? You see in verse 20, right? John 3 verse 20, it says, for everyone that doeth evil hated the light.
Everyone that doing evil what?
Hated the light. It said, neither come into the light, lest his deed should be reproved.
Jake instruction.
Yeah, go
Jake
straight
want to
into basic.
Jake want to hear that. And the scripture says, who want to tell them that call evil good and good evil. That take bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. You know? Jake will take pride and joy in wickedness, you know, and call that good. Committing adultery, sleeping with another man's wife, that is normalcy to them in their eyes.
Because the desires can be satisfied. That is all that's important to me. Once the desires can be satisfied, that is the end all. Wine woman and song, like Jake Neal, and that is it, them going in that corner. I remember watching an anime like that, it reminded me like, it was like a kind of magical city, and the higher class was on top, and the lower class of people was to the bottom. And they used to put the people in the lower class, and they had a machine, which part they was, that was literally sucking the life force out to be able to fuel the city. But just because they had free food and alcohol, and they could brush each other, that is all they needed. They was willing to stay down there and having the life force, the literal life literally cut down and drain down to them, just so that they can have that little bit of comfort. You understand? That all those signs is.
This is being in a society catered to producing pleasurable experiences where your brain on a constant high, dopamine, serotonin, the pleasure centers always being stimulated. And if you understand anything about pleasure, when you're overindulging it, you become addicted. And addiction is bringing to a point where self-preservation, you no longer have that instinct to want to survive. This is why you will find a junkie taking drugs, regardless of what it means to him. He will realize, hey, I'm in a house, and how much to eat, probably getting sick. But for the joy of partaking in that, he will ignore his own health. For the sake of that pleasure.
Funny that. I was watching a video that's last night. I think I posted. I watched a video last night where they say, and they was talking about like certain food you should eat, and they was talking about junk food, and they was saying how junk food is getting that same look, that same high. So how it is your brain does work? It has limits. Your brain can actually be affected by it. So you now have to eat more junk food to be able to get the same high than you would have gotten from your first food experiences. And so that high is well. After you get stimulated so much, you just need even more stimulation to be satisfied. So you come like into yourself in an endless cycle.
That's how Jake's living today. The chasing behind.
Yeah.
You know, where reasoning and logic is no longer something that you will see Jake exercising. Jake will literally put his life in danger to seek a thrill, to get a feeling that high. And we see it. A man know. The news said that this man was unalive because the husband come and catch him on the bike. Jake will say, ah boy, but he was stupid, but he get catch. But me won't get catch. I too slick for that. And what Jake doing? Jake said, right, if this man get catch this way, I just have to make sure I do this, and I go catch. Jake can consider, hey, that was the judgment of the Lord. That same thing you do, it can come and happen to you. Jake does only know in that situation when he hiding in
When
the
they don't
bush.
receive the judgment. When they don't receive the judgment yet, that is when they just be complacent to watch it. Jake is only learn when they feel something. Only time.
Sirach 23. I will start at verse 17. Right? Saying all bread is sweeter or hunger. Will not leave off till he die. Right? A man is going to give up. A man going down to the wire to make sure he get it. He is here if another man wife.
Really dark is cool.
Right? See a man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me. There is something in a whole double palm with some way out of his own. And usually like they say behind God's back. There is some kind of hole. No one can make it move. No one can see me.
Right up in the forest, nobody gonna know this.
Right? See the walls cover me and nobody seeth me. What I need to fear. The Most High will not remember my sin. And they will again tired because he don't say require that which is
God.
right?
And that is usual Christianity doctrine. you know, the Lord is enough to forgive him. So even if I did commit a sin, the blood is strong enough to forgive me.
Mentioning that I would think Jake say even if when I ask somebody in the situation, he say even if he committed, right? What? So what?
Blood.
Blood. It's not cover that.
19. It says, such only a man fear the eyes of men, and not knowing that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Same told you can't hide from blood. You understand? You can't hide from blood at all.
David say that say if I go to the uttermost part of the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
day,
can.
if I go to the sea the one day, if I go into the where would you go?
Where is Job? Is Job say what? The Lord hand the Orion belt, talking about the stars and so forth. You feel you can hide from that man?
Even when the Lord is walking, he say he can see the unbelief in their hearts. He can literally look at them and read the mind and know that they're really
That's it.
like yo.
The Lord know the thoughts. You know what they think before they even think it.
Even with Adam and Eve, the Lord had already know.
Yeah. Them just get caught maybe because it was for ultimate reason, but it's not like he was blind to it, you know.
20. He said all things ever they were created. Also so after they were perfect, he looked upon them all. He said, this man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspected not, he shall be taken. So you would see a man kiss his wife and say, hey, baby, I'm going to open up a movie or go so and boom, accident on the highway. Right? The Lord will take them when they least expected. They looking out for it.
Your sin will be accounted for. You remember something? It said the Lord says, we say, it say all your it say good and bad.
Don't say coming to bring
Every work in judgment, right? And it's the next one saying all things will be accounted for, right? Something along those lines, right? And good or bad. So let us say be good. Remember you're working for a penny. You know, some say you're working for a penny because you're doing good, you're working for a penny. You want that. But you say you do bad, you're working for something. You understand?
Scripture saying Isaiah 55 and 7. Say let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man is sought, and then we turn unto your Basha. And guess what? The wicked don't want to forsake the way.
Nah. They're on the wilderness.
You see, they trust in the so-called right man. Who should do them because Scripture says the righteous are more righteous than his neighbor, but we are the wicked seducing them. All this Esau other people seducing the people and these things. So JK, the trust the system, the trust Esau. Right? You say no to something. With all the evils they do, they like to come keep souvenirs, mementos, and pictures of the occasion and the event.
Yeah,
Jake loves to do that. Jake just keep people wearing them panties.
And like the brag.
Yeah, I mean like the both. I want you both in on that. Wickedness, evil, and they don't call the sea challenge. You telling Jake, hey, forsake your thoughts and your righteous ways, but I have a drawer full of my conquest there. I have over 1,000 different drawers. I picture that you want to just forget all of that, man. You can want that boy.
Like Charlie with the black.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah. Jake pulling out the diarrhea, your body pump there.
Yeah.
Jake, and there's not a single woman, there's man who man. Boasting about that.
Put on a pedestal.
You see, a man posted the other day, I see first application is that you have a man.
Hey, I hear Jake say the best woman to have sex with is a married woman. Yeah. And next man woman.
Well, I hope the best that you receive. You understand? Because that's what you're going to get. Because as I mentioned before, the same way we work for a good penny, and that is the wage is a sin as well.
Yeah.
So that is the penny you want to be working for.
You understand? A lot of them is doing terrors and your Basham Yashai. That's why we just persuade men out there, because we know the terror your Basham Yashai.
But that is why when the terrorists come, you have to face it. They don't see you send the evil angels on them. You understand? When you send the plagues, the pestilences, the dogs, these things that they don't face, you know? Right now you see the better pipe. You know, with the flood, I do have a video on the day there. In the flood, right? They show you some alligators swimming through a city area. You can imagine some of the people who stay back there in that same place and the same people there. up to now, they can't tell you how, now if it's what it is, but you know, some of them get munch up.
Yep.
You understand? Some of them get munch up.
Yep.
You know, this is where the face and the time I'm coming into it, going to be worse.
These antichrists and then these Christians and then these antichrists, and right? Yeah, you know, they look at him outside, you know that he grown soft, that he's not a man anymore. You know,
This is why, as you were saying earlier, it's like at this point in time, they're beyond that redemption. They have to start over, they have to be scrapped and start over. And death is the ultimate reset. So when the Lord get rid of them, right now, their whole body saturated with sin. The inward thought is only evil and wickedness control.
But again, watch by the regeneration.
Yeah, watch by some fire.
Again, watch by the regeneration.
Yep.
The guy just gets taken out.
Can't think that we don't do that. When scripture says, if favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness? Which is not only speaking pertaining to Esau, either the wicked of our people, you can show them favor and them be really Lord has been showing them favor. You still was able to wake up this morning to plug to go and sleep with the Guatemala.
Even you might be showing a man favor, and why did you not really tracking your life?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, I mean,
You see where he says that it's a sport for a few to do mischief. That is what Jacob. You know?
that's what I can Jeremiah 6 and 17. The Lord also said, watchmen, saying, heart, not saying, who I'm going to say, will not hearken.
Yeah, we're not talking, you can.
2 Ezra 15. All these courses is for amendment, right, for correction. Yeah, they will not turn from the
Not turn, they say, the scripture say they will not turn. No matter how much things the
Lord
Lord
said,
said, they will
the
not
Lord say that. The
Yeah.
Lord said they will not turn from the wickedness and all be
Still
mindful and
continue.
these old stiff naked Jacob. They stubborn.
You're just like the Pharaoh, you say, I will send the Pharaoh, but I will harden Pharaoh's heart. That he will not like it. You understand? That is just going to say, something you don't know. Someone needs to decide.
Let me ask you this. We bring to scripture. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, or even this. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient, to parents, unthankful, unholy. And this is how we see men right now. Unholy, unthankful, disobedient. What's what the kids is? You understand?
Also grateful to find that Jacob.
Yeah. Say proud. Say they will be proud of them. That's what they say that Jake right now, blasphemers. I wouldn't mention it before. You know, all like this will really like characteristics when people will be in the perilous times, right? And we don't mention things how people are. All the things mentioned is how it is right now. You know? Blasphemers, we don't talk about what is scorn. What is scorn. You know? Let's say without natural affection, because again, what the scripture say, men have some what? What's a goal? Right? That is what you say. Men don't even have that compassion no more. Everything for them is just murder, crime. You know? A man with a man, a little bad joke, or a bad joke, this man is in a good. So I get it going on white duty.
You want the police, yeah, man shoot up the man. Man go jump in the daughter and shoot the man.
Say without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers in contempt, right? Say fierce despisers of those that are good, and we've seen that. That go back to that Jeremiah 3, and it goes up with the thing that say the state, the mindset of the state of these people. You know? They love evil. So why would they them say they despise those that are good? Why would they love them that are doing good? You know? That's why when somebody doing good, you know his Jake's first statement, when a man doing good, you know, your integrity, this, that, right? So you try to, you feel better than him.
Yep.
You feel better than him.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. Them within themselves.
Yeah.
They go to judge me.
Yeah, only go to the. It was one thing they never let go. They must even believe in the word at all. Right? But I love that one misconception. They're judging us.
You take it up about it.
I love that. I love that. See, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, in contempt, fierce, despising of those that are good. They say traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of God. And that's like holiness. that he want to bring. The lovers of pleasures more than gold, and that's what they love. They love the pleasures more than the Lord.
I went to do the crime, why did they tell him man, straight, hey, you go to judge me, you can't judge me. If you want to hear, you go to judge me.
Yeah, because I'm more expecting this one and a half.
You see?
All of a sudden, they start to cry. You know, they in the court, they start to cry because now, you know,
It's something like that.
I was watching that thing. That is a rapper who get killed about a year ago, something like that. I think the name was Dolph, right? I was just watching the men who get captured. Some young men, he know, kill him, man. He kill a man. They wish you, he kind of stage drinking, right? He kill a man. The hit was 100,000, right? I think it's 3 of them to put on it. One man take 40,000 for himself, and he give the next two 800 each or something like that. You know the thing about it, all of them get catch. So they even get the 100,000 and they commit a murder for 800. Right? Now they get all of them get, I think all of them get life. Well, obviously, when they reach it, they start to snitch on each other, like, you know? So one will get less time, I think the next two get life, or something around those lines, right? And he, yes. So the one that get life come out and make a statement about we say, you know, I keep the streets, I keep the streets, keep the street code and all this other stuff, and he get life. And as a man who prepared, he say he feeling no because the media on him. When they sit down in jail in the night, you can't see outside, you can't see a woman, you need a wrong man, right? Years passing here, and when years pass, people just forget people. Your family forget you. You don't have no importance, you know? So they get lonely. That is when it is, that you see, that is when it is hit here. Right? It's a sit here.
It's surrounded by men who will be mine the next man.
Yeah.
And time going and them getting
that is kind of state people in Jamaica, you know? Giving up the whole freedom and the life for what families 800 that they didn't even get to spend. You understand? But not leave us. Proverbs 28. Let me read from verse 2. It says, for the transgression of a land, many the princes thereof. So, yeah, for the transgression of a land, many are the princes thereof. But by a man of understanding and knowledge, the state thereof shall be prolonged. And there is a man of knowledge, but wait on there. Rulership we under, but tomorrow is what budget? A gas might be like 300 tomorrow. You understand?
But the man say, if you say between now and 2027, you know, expect hard time, like that.
What do you want? So, the man come on, let's imagine, we go with the highest crime rate in the whole of the Caribbean, ever record-breaking prices, record-breaking market crash any day. And just imagine, he come and tell you, look for more hardship. A man say, well, what we going through right now? It's hard right now, so you didn't tell me. You understand?
Every time you put yourself in
Would you even tell them? Well, somehow they go back to cold, but that is it. But again,
and then share how much pride they have that they can make jokes like that. Like you telling your nation go back to cold, but like, you know, like them living luxurious.
and it's got Jakes in the crowd.
I hear cold hot food that tastes good.
Yeah.
I mind it.
These men have food cards that they don't even have to buy groceries.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the wicked, and from one of the rumors that's spreading right now, right? Is that remember budgets? There's raising ministers' pays and all kind of, right? So what I'm hearing is that some of the ministers' pays will raise from 50,000 to 80. So they don't have money to give nobody, but their pay can raise every time, you know? That's what people living in.
Because what, the trust in Egypt?
Yeah, why? You know what?
Trust in Egypt.
And that's the thing, you know?
Hello.
We're continuing.
Right, and they were talking about him, you know, there's a thinking there is that joke. But there's something, Jacob Trouble, they never see this before.
Never.
What come in?
Never.
There's something I've never done before.
See how they live in there. Imagine a man directly abusing you on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. And you still put faith in this man who's been at one age.
There come like the people in America right now like voting now. Vote. You always seen online. Vote. vote. Like, changes are coming. So, maybe the changes didn't come from before. They now send, they must send $100 billion over to Israel to bomb this place. What change will they go and get? What change will they go and receive? If change was supposed to come, we were supposed to get already.
Because if we could bring a clean thing out of
A
our
clean thing. Yeah.
What?
Can I, how is it? Like what change it was? But,
Babylon was created on the because they get the construct Babylon through what? Rape? What happened? Murder.
A lot of these ministers think that in a way, when the economy collapses, with our other country,
yeah, they will be safe
and
there.
seek asylum over there, and you know, you take it, but you know, they go crash. You know, it leaded to that. What the scripture say? The plague shall come upon on every side. A man will flee the year and go somewhere and receive plagues again. Right there, the judgment.
Because they know what's going to happen and they like ever going. I can escape this, so I'm not going to the winning side. But in their mind, the winning side is so.
I can't even believe that company we're going to start with. The deception has been sold. You understand? Because Esau sell them lower ministers with deception and them sell the people who believe in them with deception. And so deception is then passed down. You understand?
If the blind leaders the blind.
So what? What I did. You understand? And that is what it is.
That's correct. Scripture talk about, you know, what's the paraphrase of a man avoid the path that's called the lion or only to walk into the path of the bear.
Yeah.
They avoid that path.
If you run from the land, straight into the bear. If you run from the bear, you go inside, you go to the serpent. You know?
Should be a judgment committed no matter where you
No matter what, I come like a little while ago, I think a woman do a video, she have come and that she say, with the stuff that happened in America, she go come to the Caribbean and don't understand that. What if it going to happen down here?
A lot of these millionaires feel that they're not going to reach a low state. Right? The same as the pride that Esau. Right? You say you're going to know the laws and children and with the wood and all these things. But what the Lord say? It shall come to him one day. Laws and children and these things. So a lot of these so-called multi-million-dollar men in Trinidad, right? You know who always have it ready-made. When these evil times come, all you know, when these times come.
In their mind, God is a king. So they don't believe. At least the lower ones, you know, that it really leads too low, and then it has the ones who lower than them, and they only get genjutsu. So they don't really believe. You know, they trust in the shadow.
Remember the movie Up Back, when the thing was first coming?
Yeah.
Remember when the elites was fleeing? Yeah, don't look up. Remember when the elites was fleeing? It's the lower elite. And when they tried to come, it was like, where you going? It's in for you. You understand? And that's what they want to treat some of these, when these low, if it roll, if it do, I might take me in. No.
If it takes me, it's a sweet yard. You know, it's to clean up bottles and
I just witnessed something. That guy probably not big for that. Bring people. The guy just walked, spin the whole ring. To show you how
Jake,
Jake,
take out.
to show you the state. Jake will take the damage and put it himself. And the guy is in.
that's what the Lord has my number parties.
Hey, that's the idea. Some of that, if you notice how much Jake right now going off, you know, especially online, so much of them like things they say, they see the kind of crazy, you know, something but yeah, they're not right in the head. I want to finish up here, but here they're poor.
The second and verse 6 and verse 22. See, and suddenly shall the sowed places appear unsown, and the full stock outlet shall suddenly be found empty. Look when internet gone for a whole day, what mindset that day is.
I remember when last 2 years, I remember last 2 years, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these social media sites ask people come and protest. People come out to protest that. On the street, they're not bad. You can swear some kind of thing up on the internet, they're protesting for it. See, yeah, what's it? You saw them right in the position or whatever. They say they're right to the picking. You understand?
Focus on the insignificant
Yeah.
issues that don't really
Yeah, but you see what Esau get, they dependent on that stuff. They're so dependent on it, but ultimately they become nothing.
What Elon Musk say, he would never let you churn and then go on the same sites he have shares in.
Yeah,
With,
can, yeah,
Say my
yeah.
churn not going on now.
Because
You know what it is?
Like I'm like people was asking, they wanted to know where how Israel find out where his leader was now. Yeah, remember that these guys use the Elon Musk technology. Who is our servant to? Them. He giving them all the information. I think that. But that's what I think.
Already training with them. Any man who had Apple, he still training on tablets.
No. Facebook guy too, he just block up all the old laptop and them using them as special stuff. You know? And if you go and look up, like online and have like the cloud, right? And when the cloud run back to, it goes, I think it goes straight back to something called NCP or something like that. But it is basically the government. Short term, it is basically the government. The government is using stuff and support to their like, hey, they are supposed to be for the FBI one. You understand?
Someone was pointing out. But how people ain't even notice this. Everybody thinking it's advanced. Remember the time when they could have taken back to your phone?
Yeah.
They notice now you can't take it out.
Yeah.
And they use it, and because of the reason why they design it, when you take the battery actually dead, then you can still spy, still hear.
That's something called the Smurf programs. So you know that? Smurf programs on your phone, and the sleepy Smurf. Like if it is that your phone off, you can remove it, turn it on. And how the nosy Smurf is for them to be able to listen. Because like they don't want that. But back in the past, you have forgot the there, you can't track it.
That's what they do there. They were when these people in Palestine with pages, how they blow it up.
Yeah, boy.
How you feel to do it? The technology they have, and they have greater technology than that. You understand? That's the people we dealing with. You know?
And that was on Kingsman or something.
Kingsman, yeah.
Yeah.
SIM card and call everybody had to explode.
So back in the Proverbs, in Proverbs 28, and I go read from verse 3, it says, a poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. And that is basically what we just do.
Yeah, forsake the law, praise the wicked.
Praise the wicked.
You understand? Because if you're not down for the law, you have to be down for something. And whatever that something going to be is some version of wickedness.
I know middle option.
Yeah.
Jake believe it have a middle option.
It do have.
Well, I'm not serving God, but I'm not
That's on the right path. Yeah.
You know, I just somewhere in between. If you ask the average Jake, I'm a good person.
Yeah, everybody
I'm a
good.
good person.
They say if you never more proud had a good grandmother, between you and more fresh.
Yeah,
that Jake mentality. Not good, no bad.
If I'm a middle man, I'm not good, no bad. I'm just somewhere in between.
it's in between.
You know?
Them believe in this concept, you know, in the cartoons they show you half good, half thing.
Yeah.
You know, you want the angel wings and the devil wings, you know. They like that aesthetic now.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's they that forsake the law, praise the wicked, but such as keep the law, contend with them. Again, the law is good. Right? These people ain't going to look because the law would obviously tell them you can't do this or you can't do that. So why would they listen? But again, the wicked will tell them, well, yeah, you go ahead and do that. Yeah, go ahead and see that man. Yeah, go ahead and do this. Yeah, you kill man, go ahead. You know? That's what the wicked go tell them to do. So obviously they will praise the wicked.
See what they say. People that got man, who will one when you want, and who will sorrow when down in the sky.
Right? They say, even men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. And that's why we can see the things that go on, the things that happen because we understand. Right? Go back to see it. Like all the evil men, why this happened? Why this happening? You know? Where has the Lord pronounced this evil unto us? Oh, it was right here. Right? It was right here. So, right here. And you go again at the end of the day, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. So if you take it hard now, it's gonna get worse. This, hey, as Esau said, it's gonna be a cold winter, and every time they say that what is gone. They ain't talking about snow.
The prepare for a better harvest.
Yes, prepare for a better harvest. Yes.
That's the beginning.
Yeah, that's the beginning. And just imagine in the beginning so rough. Imagine because right now, say what I'm going to say, the whole earth growing right now. You understand? Even the animals. Like literally, literally, every single thing you watch around me right now, even the weather, climate, water, the air, you understand? The buildings, everything around me looking like it was. It disintegrated. You understand? It looking like it just coming to an end. You can feel it, and I think about people are feeling it, but that's what the place to continue. Animals not even breathing like it is. Plants not even coming like plants. It's not even bearing.
God.
You understand? That's the kind of terrible time to be in.
I wonder if people paying attention to this port strike, this port strike where they're negotiating for wage. Remember that farmer that we're talking about?
You say pay attention. Jake, pay
I thought
attention.
like it's really paying attention. No, it's really a rhetorical way of saying that because obviously the truth telling you did not. But they're going to use these events to push the ultimate, even the MOTB.
The only ones who are paying attention is the ones who are at present directly affected by it, which is either the port workers or the ones who working for the trucking industry who not.
When the city port shuts down, next month, I have a message that pop out about the ports, they're going to protest. But I was saying something, I can't remember the exact date, I believe it's next month. No, hold on. What one is that? I see, so somebody put it up. I can't remember the exact date in October, right? But I saw a news page here, they're talking about the ports, how it basically on a decline now. And it's like, when the two are going to figure out. Understand? Not coincidence.
Remember for the C-19, they had a lot of ships out.
Yeah, out cannot come in for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, because sanitization reasons.
Yes. So they were setting this up long ago. Now you're seeing the workers now actually protesting, but which I believe again, these are agents of the government to push that agenda.
It is.
These agents, they will be real.
Because at the end of the day, you still have the plan, the agenda set forth. As you can see right now, the election is not, their election is not a normal election. Things are talking about the things that are going to happen. And even after that, they don't nothing normal. They come in the big time of here. You understand? It say better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness, right? Than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich.
You see how constantly, even in no goal and in you, we keep talking that riches is not the ultimate goal. Whereas in this society, the ultimate goal is supposed to be successful. You understand? Like financially successful. But that's not the ultimate goal here.
How the song was? I just want to be.
But you say riches profit not in DRR.
Because again, how rich is going to profit in the DRR? They can pull it out and buy away out of it. How?
Them even believe in it of a DRR. 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And you know a woman is going through pain when she in the months going through she childbearing, and on the day that she goes to conceive that child. You understand? You do not. Hey, I don't know what pain is. Go on the ground thing, you know, and then go through the postpartum stuff and all these other things. You know, if they're not child, that's why the scripture mentioned plenty stuff like certain things like childbirth, because of the pain that's come with it.
I'll let you curse on the Lord say, don't know it's not going to be pleasant.
Yeah, not going to be pleasant.
A lot of these rich people trusting in the system, trusting in those who have the power. When they say everything will be okay, don't worry, or they keep getting rich, or they'll be able to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know?
That is why money, if you notice now, so easy it is to get money,
Yeah.
like paper dollar. So easy it is, like people also got money influx of the money right now. Like, as a man was in the area, like, where people getting these cars? How people getting these things? Because it's so easy and easy. The reason why is not because, the reason why is because of what going to come, what going to take place. That's why they're pushing it also.
You're comfortable right before that time.
Right before that time. Paying a comfort zone.
of people making their payments on the big car.
Yeah, yeah.
And enjoying it, and they realize, alright, cash coming when they take away that paper system. Like my car.
A short example of that was when Petrogen closed down.
Yeah.
Petrogen workers was living so lavish.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
was building 2 to 3 nodes. They
Yeah.
never even finished one. Right? They pay off for the 3. They pay off down. They start to, and then, you know, this is when not worry, Petrogen was going to get out of pay off. And Petrogen shut down. Remember, a couple running the highway naked. But,
On a life
yeah, on a life because you cannot, or the debt seeking up here.
And many men who Petrogen for years and they don't even own a house.
Yeah, because why? They was flexing the money for years. Now, for people who may watch, that Petrogen is literally an oil company. So I need to say no more. You know the kind of money flexing through that.
Yeah.
But some of that is that they thought that would last forever. The thing is, I guess, such an instant cut off. You understand? It come like a thief in the night for them, you understand? There wasn't prepared.
It's best for money. Money.
So they're gonna be paid for work coming in.
Yeah, cash.
Well, because everything is gonna be getting another end.
So you come and have a ticket in there.
Suppose they are not in mindset that hey, it may happen, but it won't happen in my time. A lot of people think it won't happen now, but it won't happen in my
I hear that
time.
from somebody from
I heard people say that.
So when I go back to the second Peter, you talk about what's coming out of the law.
Yeah.
You understand?
I just be 80 days of your father.
Yeah, that is the mindset. Let me
My
be.
father and my grandfather waiting for that. And my father waiting for that to take part in nothing ever come. You don't go through that. What you're seeing now, that was in the days of your father, and you see it now.
Say better, sorry, the 7, say whosoever keepeth the law is a wise, whosoever keepeth the law is a wise son. But he that is companion of righteous men shameth his father. Say he that by usury.
See how you say every shame with his father. The scriptures say what they say, it's a perfection and beauty. Right now, he's an embarrassment as in a nation. You understand? In the eyes of the nations, we are literal. Anytime you go and you see somebody embarrassing themselves on the internet, 10 to 1 is a joke.
And it can be more than 10 to 1.
Maybe he will tell.
Yeah, maybe you will 10. You even say 10 to 1,
Maybe he will tell.
Say he that by usury and unjust gain increases the substance, he shall gather it for him and will pity the poor. Verse 9, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. Now, all the scriptures explain to what the brother is saying, but verse 9 is what we were talking about before. Right, that you turn away from any law, even your prayer shall be an abomination. So if the time are you coming into, all of a sudden all they want to know how to pray. You know?
I think what the Lord will do so much for them, but they want to do nothing. Like that being real natural goldfish,
Yep.
what the Lord will do, but they want to do nothing.
But that is teaching, that is society. Because remember, everything in society now is easy. When you look at all these people that set up, all these social media influencers, all these artists, all of them. All these artists more or less make riches in the sight of the people by doing little and giving plenty. If it is not by singing, you singing and you could 5 million contract. You understand? You could shoot some hoops, 20 million contract. You know, you could just stream a game, you're getting about $400-500 a day just to sit down and play game whole day. Or even if it's not literally doing something, you just go and sleep with a man who have money and you receive child support for 80 years. Everything tailored to having something easy without putting a whole lot of effort into it.
You know, just something, Jake. Look how the system set up in the world. Do you see Jake sitting around the power table? No. The furthest position they will let Jake reach is to be entertainers. Paying them exorbitant sums of money and then putting them forward to your people as leaders. What crown could teach you?
But more also other ways in that, it has have like one Jake in the mix of the pork, because there's just what I want right here to make it look like, you know, he's like the one to show
You can reach
you
it.
can reach that level like the Oprah.
With
You
the
know?
cleverance, with the
It's like
cleverance.
it's like 100 to 1. No, I talk about higher than Oprah.
But
Everybody,
with the cleverance.
That is called the red bottom. Red bottom. Look at the one of them. Them is in
That's where the red shoes.
red shoe.
Yeah.
Right? Have a picture with somebody. You know, I believe that should be one of the most famous pictures of them. The man had about 20 of them. You know what Jake had? One. That one Jake.
That Jake was just there to look have a good image and
He could be in it tonight.
when they feel them profane.
He could be in it tonight, but that one day just to like show
Yeah.
other Jakes, well,
Yeah, don't worry, one day you
One
can
day
If he
you
could do it, you could do it too.
false hope, yeah.
And that will not do it. If he could do it, you could do it too.
If it worked for him, imagine what it could do for me.
It's why the next push.
That's why Jake will not press the one thing, man. Will not press it. Yeah.
And that is same thing like the Willie Lynch. You take one light skin, you put him on top, and everybody wants to be like him, and he will fight against them. And they want him studying me no more because they're studying the one in the house. They study the man who own the house. But the one in the house and he gets the treatment. That what has put them there for.
Why the middle class was created.
yeah,
And the buffer
yeah.
against the rich.
Right.
Remember?
Why was working? I don't call the franchise. Why was working? All the Jakes and them, you know, we should go all out to the company and get a nice image and roll in our almanac. Employee of the month. Employee of the month. You know? They're going right down for ESO.
I see the picture there.
They
every
make
month.
millions for ESO. And when they had the little ceremony and thing, you know,
Yeah.
that this one make 5 million for the year, whatever. You reward they get Jake, you know what they get Jake? A glass with the name right on it. Where you can get in a variety store for $10.
And they make
And
it
Jake
wholesale.
posts
So
it.
you
Jake
know
take
they
out
get
a
a
picture with it sideways, so wow! And showing everybody. And bragging. I the only nigga I get here. A piece of $10 glass with the name on it. Employee of the month.
Give me something, then.
No money. Not waited.
Say, is one of home born slave?
Why is he spoiled by Jake?
Why is he spoiled, man? Why is he spoiled, man? Jake's spoiled, yeah?
If I could touch on what I was going to say before,
Yeah, go on.
why the middle class was created. If you go back in history pertaining to certain wars, then you saw the rich, you saw the poor. And usually when discontentment was at all-time high, you see the poor banding together to overthrow the rich. And that happened for centuries till they realized, hey, to protect we assets and what have you, we need to create a buffer, so to speak, of people who not poor, but they're not rich. They're enjoying a certain comfort and living that those poor could probably still reach if they
false hope.
If you go to work on time, you spend more hours, you might be able to make it, that kind of thing. So the focus now, it wouldn't be the poor focusing on the rich, it would be the poor focusing those who slightly above them.
Because that's the next stage they could actually reach. That is more feasible.
When I sat up here, I saw a man with a knife in front of you, you perceive him as a threat. But about 200-300 feet away, that man on the roof of a
You don't perceive as the man close.
so what he had the biggest
Yeah, but he really and truly
He really and
because
truly the biggest step.
that bullet can reach you.
You could defend against this man there. And I saw Jake thinking Jake when he see it right there.
Not behind the
Now
scenes.
you don't see it behind him. You know, he had a elder do a video and he was saying Jake, he compared people to like in a forest with a tree in front of them. And everywhere you turn, there's tree in front of you. You ain't seeing nothing. All you seeing is the tree and I Jake.
Blind.
They're blind to everything else beyond this tree where they're seeing it.
That tree will be entertainment.
Yeah, but
That's all it is. So they have they second Peter 2 or even verse 1, right? But they were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you.
And that's basically it. We've been seeing that for years, and we've been saying for the past few weeks, I should back up one time on the videos because again, the time and real. You understand? And you see so much of false teachers coming up, so much of heresy, so much of things, you know. All of a sudden, we at the end, and bring out, and suddenly say the new covenant. We in the end, but men in the new covenant. You understand? We in the end, but men trying to fix themselves here. You know, but that's just the time and we're in. Again, that is all of those things that you're seeing is to show you that the time and we're in. All of those things happen. It's a more because the end will be made what manifest through the signs. See, let's talk about the occupied prophecies. So when you occupy the prophecies, you can know that hey, we are the end. wherever in a time in history have you seen so much things happening like this in the range? Something about it was the earthquakes. I mean, the earth have never get so much earthquakes ever before in history, they say.
Yep.
You understand? Trinidad had 3 this week. We used to have 1 earthquake a year.
About the States are doing something like that. Unfortunately, we have about 1,000 earthquakes.
1,000 earthquakes. You understand? You know? And then you want teachers to come and tell you that things good. No things nice. Let's take the jack. Take the mark. Walk.
That earthquake is because of the heat.
Yeah.
Remember we on that heat wave?
Yeah.
When the heat so high, that's
Climate change.
Man, don't worry, that will stop, man.
And even if them things serious, the Lord doing that. The Lord, remember when you watch something, you don't say you go send the tempests and the storms and so forth, right? And you talk about the animals and things. Things naturally will change to make these things affect, to bring these things. You understand? To the fact where even the weather will change. You understand? To bring something that the Lord said to think. You know, that is how it is play off.
To move animals out in the place.
Yeah, to come to look at something happen people are running in a village. Or if you reach here, something run them with the natural habitat.
And what is about animals who taste human flesh?
It doesn't stop.
They develop that taste for it, they don't ever stop. They don't ever stop. So imagine when you don't put a spray on them and then get that taste of human flesh.
You know what?
My God, that is a thing.
Watch out, what them pit bull.
When they taste that blood,
Yeah,
eating them
nah.
with a chicken.
When they move along to the
They will lay into it, they don't get that blood.
After they taste that blood, they'll put them down after.
say, there shall be false teachers among you. They say, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. They say, even denying the Lord that bought them. They say, and bringing upon themselves swift destruction.
That's what it will bring. That's what it will bring upon themselves, right? That's what it will bring upon themselves to bringing them down and heresies, destruction. That's why majority of the times when they have brothers and sisters doing something, the next word he will say is destruction come out of the way. Because that really and truly is the end all be all of all it. You understand? The salvation for you.
And a lot of them when the judgment comes, he didn't deserve that. What did he do to deserve that?
Very good boy.
He was a good person, man.
We feel like ditches. We didn't blind lead the blind. We feel like ditches. Yeah, you understand?
He was a good boy. He was a good kid. They didn't deserve to go like that, man.
That low estate going to be so terrible for them. Some people never experience a low estate. You understand? That hell. You understand? Being in that low estate now. Now what are going to be in?
People who experience war might have an idea of it.
No,
but
you see but how much people, you see,
Yeah.
people experience war, that is like the minority. That actually is the minority. That is not the majority. The majority of people, like right now, let me read, because more people like they stay than anything else. At any time in history, right now, people living good. You understand? People living real good right now.
everything accessible.
Thing accessible, homes accessible, water accessible, everything that's on your wife, you get, you know?
One phone call.
You know, remember this show long time? You want it, I got it, mop it up, right? Guys, they come like a mop it up. Whatever you want, you get it right now.
Mop it up shop.
You get it right now. You understand? Your hose, that easy to get. Your car, that easy to get. Your phone, that easy to get. That is the time I've been. So people never really experience that hardship. You know? Like right now, okay. We'll do it for example. Right now, we don't do the work, so we go in, right? Lord say, alright. Let me fuck up to that. Sorry. Fuck up to that. Let me read. Something happened here, cut off current, cut off internet, this, that. How many people in Trinidad go and survive?
All stores shut down, no access to groceries.
No access to groceries. Some people don't even know dashing bush. And my point out bush here, they say, what kind of wild bush is that? See you die.
You call dashing wild what?
You understand that? I go and play. I play football for a team, right? This was recently. I was actually more on. And you come back to me with fishing. We talk about fishing, I go to fish. Yeah, man. Where's fishing? How was your man say I said, These people doomed. These people doomed. These women who dependent, this woman can't come, they even know to go outside and like, alright, I said this year I can make something out of this.
Sometimes depending on men sending them money, and then they depend on using that money to order something. They have no competence when it comes to actual survival. We just let me as well bring up the survival show, the men used to do.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking that. That's guy. I'm thinking that. You know, that Bear Grylls.
One day and that's it.
I
One day.
grew up watching documentaries and I love that.
Yeah.
And Bear Grylls was one of my, he thinks he is
Yeah,
what he
yes,
spoke about.
yeah.
You know, being in the bush, sometimes he thinks he has is really true. He doesn't say. Yo, he's a survivor man, but bypass that, and somebody thinks he does show, it's really sad. You understand? Is he so, you know the way he told kind of thing? The guy said nothing is different from them. You know? But he had a and that is the step that guy even going to the steps they say because he sort of says people the steps that everything always be good. Come like way like one they don't say that. You understand? That they believe things will be good now, but you know everything will they will heal. Yeah, peace and safety, yeah, you can. Yeah, I can't bring that. But in that show, they have a series where he just put people on an island to survive. They survive they when I put people on a price, right? This one here, you do something called he had a big monologue before because I think this is the woman, right? I think he himself didn't know the woman was going thing now. But the way how they was talking, when they watching individual women say, you're going to survive on men. He says men versus women. Man on the first to come out the boat to reach the island is back of that. They didn't even reach the island yet. To come out the boat is back of that. By the time they reach the island, the men don't find food.
Build shelter. Add water. Fire.
Everything.
Men collectively come around, everybody who had their skills, they start to put their abilities into work one time. You see how quick they start
Don't forget,
organizing.
one of the most important things you meant that you see that
Leader. Yes, it is. They was like, alright, think. And then they was like, alright, so you think the rest, two other thing, pow. And all that going on, the woman and still reach the island.
all of them is leaders.
Remember this young baby thing?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't eat this.
Yeah, we can eat it. No, we know you're not supposed to eat the pork.
Yeah.
We just saying, oh, like, they must eat the mites. They can eat anything. You understand? That's real. How them going to survive? Now I say, in the day to come, them going to be spoiled.
Remember, I was talking to somebody about Woman King. When the Woman King, she was actually a little tough here. But the guy she was fighting was like almost twice her size. And I talked about him and I said, West women could do that. And like in my head, I'm like, hey, if I'm not ready, punch out your face, you do it.
And remember something to that? The original story of Woman King is that they were actually fighting to sell Jacob. That was what the woman was doing. Woman liberation. The real story about them, they were still selling people. They were still selling people to the white man. That is why the show, even though it was just woman and men thing, the show didn't do good because it didn't keep to the accurate story of them still selling people.
I think they want to stop in the movie itself. They want to stop the
Stop that, but how they going to do that? Them and them in it. You know?
How women like to bye-bye. If you notice in wars, when they had women involved in wars, for according to the civilization, they had them as archers, not as frontline men to stop a charge.
Yeah, they could shoot, they could fight from far.
The other day when the Ukraine war was being heavily highlighted, female soldiers was coming. But getting this infection and all kind of problems was encountered because the men wasn't complaining. When the female soldiers was complaining about the conditions and that the fight and that.
You see, your leaders recognize there's a difference between men and women. Even though they go push that on the mainstream media, you know, when it comes to times of war, they know as a woman here what? We have a charging force. I can't call in the front day while they want stuff. This Hollywood how only women fool, only gonna learn a little martial arts, kung fu sister, and you watch a big strong man like Brother Kazakh, you attempt to kick and you knock him out.
And then put them up.
And in reality, you and a man to kick you, but you like one backhand slap on your pass out.
I can go home right now and see a next MMA fight with a tranny and a woman again. I can really take you guys right now. I'm telling you, that shit will be real funny, but I'm telling you.
Again, I go back to yeah, it can. I go back to you saying the reception that they were sold.
Yeah.
And understand something like right now, we're just living in such a deceptive place, you know. Every single thing is deception. The way the people think, the way they believe, the things they believe in, everything is. Doesn't matter where Jake turn right now, they're being deceived.
If it was deception, right? How much deception you need to continually deceive people? I think at some point now, it's just plain shit they're giving you.
Now it's like it's see, but again, you don't understand. You don't understand who Esau is. The scriptures mention Esau being they do the work perfect. You understand?
Even anybody Lynch itself, he didn't say any letter that the programming he was going to give them would be perpetual for about 300 years. And even now it's still good.
Still, and even to add to that, why should Esau stop? Think about it. Why should they? This is their kingdom. You know, they keep attacking them, they continue to do what? Fight.
Yep.
I was speaking from the thing of a man where, yes, we know it's deception, but at some point you're seeing shit, you're smelling shit, you're tasting shit.
Yeah.
How you convince yourself, I cake, boy?
Nah, you see,
Yeah,
you see,
yeah.
You don't understand where I'm coming from.
No, I understand where you're coming from, now, but you see, go back to what you're saying about Jake, they're spoiled. The scripture say they're gone. They report and they are gone. You understand? It's not way you nothing can tell these people. You understand? This again, the only thing going to come to them is death and destruction. That's the judgment all they're going to receive. That's the only remedy. You see like how that cold, you see like how when they get a cold, they can drink pawpaw leaf, right? A woman on Friday, bro, she could take the pawpaw and she could juice the pawpaw, drink it, and that will take out whatever a woman have inside her, right? And so forth and so on. That is remedies, right? The only remedy for the wicked and for Jake is death, destruction.
But they depart from the fountain of knowledge, doesn't it? If you depart from the God of knowledge, the only thing you have is just being done.
Yeah.
You got nowhere else to go.
And now they're fully done.
Yeah, now the full
Long time. Saying something done. That I insult you no one.
If a man calls you, you vex.
How you mean?
women walking and calling themselves songs.
Yeah.
What's your name is?
Stop walk. Thing.
Is that Barros?
Amber Rose. Stop walk. I'll tell you about the stop walk. Crazy, innit? Crazy, innit?
Okay, I'm going to tell you this scripture. It says 2 Peter 2 or verse 2, right? It says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways. It says, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Right? Right? So that is show you that
You go.
so that is show you that what? It says the true way of truth is evilly spoken of. And we see that. There are men coming and debunking us as garbage talking. Literal garbage. And in their mind, you always realize that the target is always us.
Always.
Right through. That all these other camps, I remember somebody was showing the amount of different Israelite camps that have.
Yeah.
For some reason, always single out. Always single out.
Is that real Israelite country?
Yeah. Right through. Why you go on debunking David? Quote unquote.
Quote man.
Yeah, quote unquote. Why you go on debunking? Yeah.
Swine
Wait for it.
Chitlin eater. Like
Yeah,
this
exactly. But they always want to debunk us because we is just the worst. But then again, it say when men shall speak evil of you, they say rejoice because so did their forefathers unto the prophets.
The man somebody may say it too, eh? You don't ever fight against a lion. You fight against the truth. You understand?
Say verse 3, it say, and through covetousness they shall with feigned words make merchandise of you. They say whose judgment now for a long time lingereth not, and their destruction stumbleth. Sorry, their destruction slumbereth not. So their time will come. And the scripture say what? It say if a prophet will say, what is the prophet? What is the judgment for that? Say go and destroy him and the one that seeks after him. Sinning as Matthew, blind lead the blind, both shall fall in our ditch. What?
Say that terrible thing that fall into the hands of the living God.
Alright.
So you have to do something and then when I judge this and that.
But they say the pots are conforming to the horizon.
Yeah, how you do it, a nice thing.
And it goes back. You should men understand not the when I don't understand the whole thing. Lord, Lord, does remove evil from Israel.
put them to death. And then what are you going to do?
As examples.
Right?
As
And the
examples.
Lord leave examples. Just how we destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he leave it as an example that whoever want to live on God,
Shall be that's what the
what's the result? What's happened back then or there, you know?
But even in time of salvation, those men going to be saved, for example. And the men are going to be destroyed, they also going to be destroyed as an example. You understand? Again, say what they say, they shall look up at them and say, these are the men that we didn't regard. And that, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles, and there was a great most to do well. Peace and blessing to Yakim on the will approach the street before close the earth, right? And 1 and 2, so you say, I call them listen. You say, Shalom, say Shalom. Shalom.